mind, somebody as free and adventurous as imaginary Chris would have plenty of friends, and I thought lovers too. I imagined she was having an affair with a married guy from the television company where she worked. But imaginary Chris, being the kind of woman she was, she would also in the past have slept with women as well as men. You couldn't tie imaginary Chris down. Except sometimes imaginary Chris did like being tied down. But only by another woman. I would have left napkins from lesbian bars lying around if I'd known where any were. But instead, I wrote a couple of passionate notes in what I hoped was a disguised handwriting, signing them Vicky, and detailing what Vicky would like imaginary Chris to do to her. These I put in a drawer where Glenn or Virginia would never see them. But I felt it lent an air of authenticity. When they finally got a bigger place and the couple came and took their cases away, imaginary Chris was suddenly no longer necessary. Despite my protests, Linda insisted that I clear the spare room of Chris's things, which made me sad, because I missed her terribly. Plus, there was a definite feeling that there'd been some kind of a spark between the two of us. Here we are at my imaginary sandwich bar. Time to open up. Hello, everybody. I'm Alexei Sayle, and welcome to Alexei Sayles' Imaginary Sandwich Bar. This is exactly the type of show that the abbreviation WTF was invented for. If you've ever been to a radio show or TV recording, you will know that at the start, before the recording begins, the producer comes out and makes a little speech and gets the audience to practice laughing and clapping several times. But here we do things differently. My producer has come out and asked the audience to be as lethargic and uninterested as possible. Then he told them a long story about his cat's kidney stone operation. But still they laugh. Now, I have been telling people I run a sandwich bar that doesn't exist since the mid-1970s. And pretending to run a sandwich bar combines two of my favourite things, which are pretending and places that sell sandwiches. Over here is the pretend counter, behind me is the illusory coffee machine, and in front of me the non-existent customers. So that's what I want to talk about this evening. Pretending, but first, sandwiches. It can be difficult to pinpoint exactly when something happened that created an obsession or forged a personality trait. The precise moment when Picasso turned to Cubism or Simon Cowell became a bastard. These are not recorded. But I can tell you exactly when I fell in love with establishments dedicated exclusively to the sale of edible stuff between slices of bread. It was 1968, Holborn in central London, and I was 16 years old visiting friends who were appearing in a national youth theatre production at a nearby venue. It's hard to describe how terrible food was in those days. These days, my hometown, Liverpool, is full of great boutique hotels and smart, innovative restaurants. But back when I was growing up in the 1950s and 1960s, the city had a more negative and complex relationship with food. At school, a lot of kids were fussy eaters. One wouldn't eat peas, another would only eat metal. Another wouldn't eat at all unless the patriarch of the Russian Orthodox Church was present. Hello, Father Dimitri. Are you looking gorgeous in your outfit's gorgeous? You're ready for Halloween, aren't you? I remember the local ITV station, Granada, doing Vox Pops, going around Liverpool city centre in the early 1970s, asking people what was the worst thing they had ever eaten. And one woman said, fish. Frickin' fish. It's frickin' disgusting. It's like they swim around and everything and they look at you, you know. Stare at you. Disturbing.